And welcome back, everybody, to another live reaction here at I'm Not a Coach. I'm your host, Dave Huerta. Thank you so much for joining us, man. We got a great matchup here. The Minnesota Vikings heading to Lambeau Field to take on Jordan Love and the Green Bay Packers, man. NFC North divisional game underway. It's going to be coming up in about 3.5 minutes. Let's freaking go, man. The Packers have 11, sorry, they have 3 games in the next 11 days, and all 3 of them are going to be NFC North matchups, man. Today, they got the Minnesota Vikings. In Thanksgiving, in less than 4 days, they will be going to Detroit for that massive game. And then finally, in a week from now, on December 4th, they will take on the Chicago Bears, man. So the Packers have a great opportunity over the next 11 days to make a statement, not only in their division, but in the NFC conference. Let's hope they can get a win tonight, and let's hope it's a winning streak that can keep going. So, welcome, man. How you guys doing today? Sorry if my voice sounds a little weird. I actually went to a Badger game last night. It was actually my first Badger game, my first college game going. And yeah, the Badgers won 27-10, beating Illinois. And yeah, there's a lot of yelling, a lot of jumping around. And yeah, might have been a mistake, at least in terms of my voice. But we're going to get through it, man. Let's freaking go. Yeah, and I'll tell you some stuff about that if you want to hear about it. But yeah, thank you so much, man. Let's see here. We got Captain Mickey Mouse. LOL, you mixed up your day of your family. I did. And I was so certain too, you know. I double checked with my my assistant being me, and I was like, all right, let me see what I can do. I looked at it and I was like, hold on. I had to review my schedule, and I was like, son of a biscuit. And I was like, well, I'm going to have to make another announcement. And yeah, unbelievable. Good thing I found out before I drove and just didn't do any games. So yeah, unbelievable. Dahlia, make some tea. Honestly, I completely forgot to make. I made some tea last night, and I forgot to make some this morning. I know I have some hulls somewhere around here. I might have to take one of those at halftime, but yeah. So yeah. It was a good idea for me. Go to a game, scream your head off for 3.5 hours in the cold. It was like 39 degrees, and then yeah, the very next day, do 10 hours of announcing. You know, can't say I'm not committed to it. Oh man, but yeah, the Badger game was awesome, man. It was everything I was expecting it to be and a little bit more, man. It was awesome. Yeah. After the game, or literally seconds after the final whistle, after the Badgers took the final knee, the students and the fans all stormed the field, and I did too, man. I waited. I'm a short guy. I got bad knees. I'm like, you know what? Let the young kids get there first, and then I walked myself down there, and yeah, man, I took some pictures, some videos on the field, in the end zone, near the benches, and all that stuff. It was awesome. It was awesome. Captain watching KC also on different screen. Hey, there we go. That Kansas City game should be really good. It should be really, 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 really good. Dahlia, don't you dare judge me. Don't judge me. Oh man, but yeah. All right, so the game is about to get underway here. Whew, man. But how has everybody's weekend been? Let me know. Let me know. Which game are you looking forward to the most? Give me your predictions for this game or for any of the games that we'll be doing. I think I forgot to announce what games we're doing today. Sorry about that, guys. I'll get that post out there. Let me see. Captain, what other games are you doing? Because I haven't made a post. Yes, so we'll be doing, obviously, Vikings, Packers. Then we're going to do Eagles, Cowboys for the late afternoon. And then we're going to do Sunday night, which is Buccaneers at the Rams. So I will get that post out there, but those are the 3 games we'll be doing. So about 15 hours a week now watching. I think I can judge you all. How dare you? Hey, you know what? You're right. You're right. That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, if you've been watching me double digit hours for the week, you are allowed and free to judge me. But be nice about it. Come on, man. Try my best here. Try my best. Oh man. Let me see here. Captain Dave, check the poll you just posted. LOL. Oh no. No. You guys are predicting the Vikings to win 100%. We only have 1 vote though. All right, man. Vikings with the ball here to start the game. We got JJ under center. Tight end in motion. 1st and 10. Ball at the 35. Handoff up the middle. And that's going to pick up about 3 yards. And there it is, man. The former Green Bay Packer Aaron Jones picking up 3 yards on the first play. Still hurts to see. Still hurts to say, too, man. Can't believe Minnesota stole Jonesy from us, man. He just doesn't look right in purple, man. Sorry. It just doesn't look right. All right. 2nd and 10. Ball at the 37-yard line. And, Jones loose. And he will get it into Packers territory down to the 48 in a big run for the man out of El Paso, Texas. Dang, dude, that was a good run. Good blocking too by the offensive line. David Stegosaurus, you made it. Welcome, welcome, sir. How you doing today? All right, play action. JJ throws over the middle, and he gets it to, I believe that is Jefferson with a nice diving catch over the middle, and they are going to be near field goal range here. I think just inside the 35. Yep, down to the 34. Come on, man. We can't make J.J. McCarthy look like a capable quarterback in the NFL. This kid has been awful for about 2 weeks. All right, play action. Pressure, throws it out, and that's going to be incomplete, out of bounds. Pressure all over J.J. McCarthy on that one. And that is the highest paid defensive player in NFL history. Micah Parsons getting some pressure and getting a hit on J.J. McCarthy there. All right. Captain Poll looks better now. There we go. That's what I like to see. Dahlia, don't get Jonesy mad. He'll make... yeah, he will. Yes, he will. All right. Quick throw to the left, and it's nearly intercepted. Javon Bullard. If he turned around, he probably snatches that one. And we got 3rd and 10 coming up for the Vikings here. Ball at the 34. Yep. Oh man, dude, Javon, it was basically a bubble screen to Jordan Addison on the left side, and Bullard able to kind of sidestep the blocks and got in front of the ball, but his back was turned to the ball. All right, 3rd and 2. JJ, pressure, throws it underneath, and that's going to be incomplete. Trying to get it to Jones on the screen, and it'll be 4th and 10 coming up. And the Packers are going to hold this Vikings offense to a 52-yard field goal attempt. Let's go. Captain, LOL, your poll. 67 Vikings, 33. You. The worst thing is I can't vote. I can't vote on the poll. I can make the poll, but I can't vote on it. It's a conflict of interest. All right. Kick is up, and it is right down the middle. The Vikings getting a field goal on the board here with 12:53 in the first. Minnesota strikes first. All right, Green Bay, come on. Gonna respond with a touchdown. Josh Jacobs, the starting running back for the Packers, he is going to be out for this game, which is not too surprising. He was actually a game day decision, but with a quick turnaround against Detroit in basically the next 4 days, they're like, you know what? Let's not rush it. Let's give him the extra 3 days of rest, and we'll see if he's ready for Thanksgiving. Plus, Emmanuel Wilson has been a really, really good backup for the Packers. So I'm excited to see what he can do in this game. Captain, you actually can, Dave, if you have another account. Oh, gotcha. I think I'm pretty sure I do have an account somewhere, but I'm like, I gotta sign into it, and it's just a whole thing. I could, but I want to let the people speak for themselves. All right. Let me see here. Captain, no Burrow today. Ah, man. I know he was practicing. I think in limited action this week, and I think they're gonna try to give him, I think, an extra week. So there's a good chance we might see Burrow in the next week or two for sure, which is surprising. Dude, your Packers playing in snowy Detroit next week. Woo. Well, I don't. I'm trying to think here. Yeah, there's not a retractable roof in Detroit, so it'll be in the dome. And Savion Williams getting it down near the 30 and spun down after the tackle. Holy cow. Oh, but you're. I guess it. Yeah, I guess there'll probably be some snow, but luckily not on the field during the game. All right, Jordan Love and this Packers offense on the field here. Jordan starting out in the shotgun, running back to his left. Hands it off to Emmanuel Wilson, and he will be stopped right at the line. 2nd and 10 coming up. Jordan takes the snap, dropping back over the middle, and he finds Emmanuel Wilson for a pickup of about 7. So 3rd and 2 coming up for the Packers. All right, Jordan in the shotgun, running back to his right. High snap, controls it, throws down the field, and he's got Christian Watson able to tap the toes before going out of bounds. And that's a first down for Green Bay. Let's go. Woo. And again, Elton Jenkins is also out for this game. That was the starting center for the Packers. It is Sean Ryan. So he's been doing a pretty good job. Not too many wild snaps. That one was a little high, almost went over Jordan's head, but Jordan able to control that one. This one, Emmanuel Wilson running to the left, and he will pick up about 4 or 5 there. 2nd down coming up. And Cotton Dude Rogers is out because he broke it. Oh, yeah, I know he got injured. I wasn't sure if he was going to be able to play. I know he wanted to, especially against Chicago. Jordan looking, throws it deep to the left and incomplete, trying to target Lucas Musgrave, but we do have a flag. Did they get Minnesota? Martellus was holding here. He was holding on to Musgrave's right arm. And that's going to be an automatic first down for Green Bay. Let's go! All right, Musgrave. Didn't catch it, but still got a big play for us on that one. So let's freaking go. All right, 1st and 10, ball at the 23 of Minnesota here. Jordan under center, single back in the backfield. It's going to be a toss to the right. He's got some room, and he gets it down to the 19. Gain of 4 by Wilson. Imagine he's out next week against Bills. It would give them an easy win. Potentially, man. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to say Mason Rudolph is a great quarterback, but, I mean, a guy has played a lot of football. He's played a lot of football. I remember when, was it the first couple years when Roethlisberger retired? Mason, he played a good amount of football. So I think as long as he keeps the turnovers to a minimum, I think the Steelers can give the Bills a run for their money. All right, Jordan in the shotgun, looking, throws to the left. He's got a man wide open to the 15, to the 10, and down inside the 5, and Dontavian Wicks getting it down to the 1, and it's 1st and goal for Green Bay. Woo! Great job by Romeo, man. Able to just take a corner route. He took 2 defenders with him towards the end zone, and that gave Wicks a lot of space to run after the catch. Yeah, Wicks caught it at the 16 and then literally took a hit at the 10 and able to push it all the way down to the 1. All right, man. 1st and goal, Green Bay at the 1. Love under center. Hands it off to Wilson, and he punches it in. Touchdown, Green Bay, 9:15 in the 1st. Let's go. Heck yeah, man. Woo. He got met right at the 1 by number 51, and Emmanuel just lowered his shoulder and just kept those legs driving, man. It's a tough run right there. I like it. And the extra point is good. Green Bay able to respond to Minnesota's field goal with a touchdown on the opening drive. Got a little bit of help on a pass interference call there on Martellus, but Green Bay, man, they were picking up first downs before and after the penalty. So, well-earned touchdown, in my opinion. David, imagine all the people shouting "Go Pack Go" at a Bills game just because they can. That would be phenomenal trolling, especially if like Rodgers is like kind of in view. That'd be hilarious. Let's see here, Packer Nation 12. Welcome, my man. How you doing today? Great first drive, 100%, man. They're looking good, man. Emmanuel Wilson's keeping it moving. He's picking up 3, 4, 5 yards at a clip. Even caught a pass early on that drive to give the Packers a short third down situation. Yeah, man. They're looking good, man. Christian Watson, Dontavian Wicks catching some passes on that one. I like it. That was the. It's been a while, to be honest with you, since we've seen Green Bay start this fast. Granted, it's just one drive, but it's been a while since we've seen them just kind of move the ball down the field, and it wasn't just like, a couple plays here, there, or it was a big play. No, they moved it, basically on it. Like I think they were averaging maybe 7 yards per play. Actually, 10. 7 plays, 70 yards, so 10 yards per play. And it's going to be returned across the 25 down to the 28. And that's where the Vikings will take over here. Let me see here. Jordan Love is really good after week 12 in his career. Very true, man. And that's I don't know, man. That's a mark of I think of a really good quarterback, or one of the marks is you start playing your best football in like mid to late November and on. If he can keep it hot in January, that's usually been the issue. He's played well in the wild card, but it's just being more consistent. It's gonna be a run to the right, and Jones picks up about 2, maybe 3 down near the 31. Oh, hold up. Hey. Boom, there we go. Minnesota with the ball. JJ looking, dumps it underneath to Aaron Jones, and that's going to pick up about 6 yards on 2nd and 7. So 3rd and 1 coming up. And then David. Hi, Dahlia. Everybody say hi to Dahlia. And JJ with a sneak, and it's going to pick up a first down. Game. Oh, actually, no, sorry. That is a run by Mason, the power back in this offense. Former 49er there who was traded away this year. I know the 49ers have done a pretty decent job of their running game this season, but I guarantee you they would have loved to have kept Mason, especially when those injuries started to hit the receiving core. All right, we got 7:15. Clock is rolling here in the first. Snap, fumbled, and JJ able to recover it, but it's going to be a loss of some yardage in second and long coming up. There we go. That's what we want to see right there, man. This young man can't handle snaps. There you go. I love it. Let's go. Steve, what's going on, brother? How you doing? How you doing? Woo. Actually, he might have been stepped on by his center. I think that's why he fell down. Come on, New York. Keep going because today Dallas will rock Philadelphia. There you go. There you go. And Dahlia, hello. All right. We got 2nd and 13. Ball at the 36. JJ in the shotgun, running back to his left. Hands it off to Jones, and he will pick up some decent yardage, gain of about 5 there. All right, 3rd and 9. Packers send pressure. JJ stays in the pocket, delivers a throw to TJ Hawkinson, but Trent McDuffie with a heck of a tackle, man. Only picked up 3 or 4 yards, and it is going to be 4th down again. Packers defense, man, they are playing hard and fast in this game right now, man. I like it. That was a heck of a one-on-one tackle, man. Just driving him down to the ground. All right, ball at their own 45, so Minnesota will be punting this one away. There it is. Romeo Doubs there for the return, but it goes out of bounds. Down at the 2, man. Holy freaking cow. That was a heck of a punt there by Wright. Dang it. Oh, look at that, man. It literally hit the 2-yard line and then just rolled or bounced immediately out of bounds. Touche. Touche. Where are we at here? Let's go, man. We got 4 people watching here. Let's freaking go. Appreciate you guys. Thank you. Thank you. All right. David, I picked Eagles to win today, but if Dallas wins, I will only be 6.9% sad. Nice. There you go. There you go. I think we can all live. Honestly, life would be great if we were all just 6.9% sad of the time. You know. Yeah, so coming into this game, man, so the Packers, we've seen, obviously we watch them every single week. That offense has been very, very inconsistent. Um, Now with Jacobs out, we'll see if they can keep it going. Jordan, quick throw to the outside, gets it out to Christian Watson, and able to squeak for an extra couple yards there, and I think he picked up about 7 on the catch and run. Packers going with a 4-receiver set in the shotgun, literally at their own 2. Threw it to Watson, who was open there on the right side on a short route. And then it's actually picked up 9 yards. Holy cow. So 2nd and 1 coming up. Ball at the 10-yard line. All right, Jordan under center. Single back in the backfield. Single receiver to the right. Toss to the left. And Wilson on the second effort is going to be very close to a first down. But I think it's still going to be 3rd and about half a yard. Holy cow, man. They just showed a highlight by the Giants, man, doing a double reverse flea flicker and getting it out to Wan'Dale Robinson in the end zone. I mean, if you're the Giants, man, you got nothing to lose at this point, so. All right. 3rd and 1. Handoff. Wilson bouncing it to the left. He picks up the first and down near the 18. And that is a first down for the Packers. Let's go. And that was the other thing that I really liked about going to the Badger game yesterday. That was my first Badger game, so I was learning a lot. But every time there's a first down in Wisconsin, after the announcer says first down Wisconsin, the whole crowd repeats that, which is really fun. All right, Jordan in the shotgun, 2 receivers to the right, ball at the 19. Quick throw, and it's batted at the line. 2nd and 10 coming up. Good job, man, by those big guys getting the paws up there. All right, Jordan dropping back, looking, rolling to his right, and unable to connect with Lucas Musgrave. Ball was nearly intercepted there by Rodgers. Not Aaron. Isaiah. Woo! All right, we got 3rd and 10 coming up for the Packers here. Kind of giving up on the old running game there. All right, Minnesota showing pressure. They got 6 guys on the line. Jordan in the shotgun, running back to his right. Ball still at the 19, 3rd and 10. Pressure over the middle, and he's got it. Dontavian Wicks with a great catch. Pickup of about 14 for number 13. Yeah, Jordan just kind of that one was just kind of like a let me just give my guy a chance. The defense, the linebackers were basically on the line, so they were late to drop him back, and that gave Jordan just enough time, put perfect amount of air underneath it. Just able to get it above the linebackers there. 1st and 10. Pressure, rolling out to his right. He's going to throw, and incomplete. Ah, man, I think he could have ran for that one. He might have been able to pick up 3 or 4 yards there on first. But all right, 2nd and 10. We got 2:03 left in the first here. All right. 2nd and 10. Hand off to Wilson. He's slow to get to the line, but we have a flag, and it looks like it's going to be on the Packers here. False start. Yep. It might be a good thing because it looks like Wilson was going to pick up maybe a yard or two. That was it. Let me see here. Captain Dave, could you put a poll for the next 2 games? Also, we can decide which we think that's winning. Absolutely, 100%, 100%. I can do that. 2nd and 15. Jordan in the shotgun, throws to the left and overthrows Christian Watson, but there was a safety over the top there. So I think just Jordan was trying to make sure that one didn't get picked off, but also just trying to make sure that Christian didn't get blown up on that one. All right, so we got 3rd and 15 coming up here for the Packers. All right, Jordan in the shotgun, running back to his left. He's got 3 receivers bunched up on that right. Ball at the 28. Jordan with time, and he steps up in the pocket, gets sacked. And that is the 2nd-year man, Dallas Turner, bringing him down. Yeah, Rasheed Walker kind of just... Man, unfortunately for the Packers, that drive is going to end in a punt here back at the 24. It's a great freaking punt by Daniel Whalen, pushing him back all the way to the 15, and he's going to be tackled at the 23-yard line. Is that Mosby? I think that was a tackle by the linebacker, man, Mosby. Woo! All right. Captain, thanks, brother. Purdy has an easy game tomorrow that you're not doing Monday night. No, I will be doing Monday night. We will be doing Monday night for this week. Yeah, so this week is not going to change. All the games that we were planning to do for this week or this weekend and Monday, those are all still there. No worries. So yeah, and then I'll even put a post out on Monday. I think just before the Monday night game, just to let you know what the schedule is for next week. But I'll let you guys know here. So we're doing 3 games on Thanksgiving, all 3 games, and then we're doing the Black Friday game as well. That'll be on Prime Video. I think that's also streaming on Twitch for free. So if you don't have Prime, I think you can kind of switch over to or go to Twitch. And I think they're still doing those for free. I know they were doing them last year. So I hope they're still doing them this year for people. So yeah, so 3 games on Thursday on Thanksgiving, 1 game on Black Friday. We won't be doing any games on Sunday. But then we'll be back for Monday night to finish off week 13. So that's kind of the schedule. Yep. Yeah, thankfully the Packers play on Thursday. Otherwise, I was like, oh man, it's going to be tough. Packer Nation, Winston has 130 passing yards in the first, and the Giants are leading 7-0 with the second and goal to go. Ooh, let's go. Holy freaking cow, man. All right, JJ play action. Roll into his right, delivers a throw, and that's going to be caught for a gain of about 6, maybe 7 there for Justin Jefferson. And see what I said? Hey, there we go. And looks like we have a player down on the ground. It looks like Keyshawn Nixon. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, Keyshawn, when he was pushing Jefferson, ran into Wyatt on the sidelines, and it looks like he went down immediately. Hopefully, it's not nothing serious, man. Because Keyshawn, I mean, he's our number one corner at this point. Let me see here. Oh, oh, there we go. There we go. Sorry, ball swap. There we go. Mason run up the middle, and he picks up a first down for the Vikings here. Not that. See what I said above. You talking about the Brock Purdy thing? Yeah. Thanks, brother. Purdy has an easy game tomorrow. That's not you're doing Monday Night Football. Yeah, I think so. Or it could have been Dave. Can you put the poll up? Gotcha. All right, we got 1st and 10. Ball at the 35. McCarthy in the shotgun, running back to his left. And we're going to head to the second quarter. They're not going to snap the ball. All right, man. After one, the Packers on top of Minnesota, 7-3. But Minnesota with the ball here, and they are picking up a few first downs on these last couple drives. Let's go. Come on. Gotta get a turnover. Yeah, sorry, Captain. Yeah, I read that you're not doing Monday Night Football. That's what I'm seeing. Otherwise, I don't see another message, my dude. David, JJ needs to throw a pick six. 100% agree with you, man. And then, David, you also got an update. Indy up 7-3 over Kansas City. See, man, we still haven't gotten a Colts game on the channel, man. I'm hoping now that the NFL is going to start swapping some of these games. I'm hoping that they move Indianapolis to a couple primetime games, man, because come on. Because I think the only other team that we haven't had on the channel so far have been the Titans. And technically, I guess we kind of did them a little bit when a couple weeks ago when the NFL switched the game on us. We caught Titans versus Rams. We caught basically the last like 7 minutes of that game. There's just no scoreboard for it, really. Yeah, but the Colts are the only team that have literally, we have not seen a single second of their game this season, I believe. Yeah. And Captain, let me know if I read that message that you were talking about, my man. I don't want to skip one. Oh, gotcha. Let me see here. 1st and 10. Run up the middle. Mason running with some power, and he picks up about 4 down to the 41. Actually, sorry, probably down to the 39 after I believe that they're still on their side. Let me see here. Captain Dave, it said, good, you're going to watch the Panthers suck and be mad at Purdy for an easy win. Man, I'm torn, man. I'm torn because the Panthers have the tiebreaker over the Packers, but I don't want to see the 49ers succeed. I really don't. All right, 2nd and 6, ball at the 39, JJ under center. Hands it off to Mason again, and he picks up a 1st down to the 50. He's broken loose and able to be tripped up down near the 40 of Green Bay. Still a run of 20-plus yards there against this Packers D. Not a great job by Carrington Valentine bringing them down there. Easier said than done, dude. Mason is a big back, man. He's a big bruising back. Another run. And picks up another 8 or 9 yards there. So 2nd and 1. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. And these are the kind of runners the Packers struggle to stop, man. They're good against guys that are shifty or guys that are kind of balanced, kind of like Saquon Barkley. They can usually handle those guys right now. But big bruising backs with a little bit of speed. All right, 2nd and 2, ball at the 30. Mason patiently waiting for his blockers. He picks up about 3 or 4 and gets another 1st down for Minnesota. David, I'm just not even watching the indie game. Go Power Rangers, go Giants. Oops, I picked Detroit to win, and go Steelers. All right, David. Yeah, man. I don't know, man. I think that's going to be a closer game than people think. The Indy and Kansas City game. See Strom. Good morning. How you doing, my dude? Play action. JJ rolling out to his left, gets it out to one of his tight ends. And that'll be a pickup of 4. It's going to be down near the 22. All right, man, we got 2nd and 6 coming up for the Vikings. This has been basically their best drive in this game so far, approaching the red zone. It's going to be a run by Jones to the right. He finds a hole, and he will pick up 5 yards, and it'll be 3rd and 1 inside the 20. All right. I'm not a fan of this drive, man. I'm not a fan of what Minnesota's doing here. I think this is kind of rude. You know, you're a guest here. And TJ with a keeper, tight end sneak, and he gets nothing. Let's freaking go. 4th and 1 coming up for Minnesota. Packers able to stop that one up. Yeah, JJ was in the shotgun. TJ was running across the formation, got under center, took the snap, and was able to be brought down for no gain on 3rd and 1. Yeah, that was Stackhouse and I think McDuffie able to bring him down. All right, 4th and 1. It's going to be a run up the middle, and Jones, Mason, nothing. Turnover on downs, a loss of 1 on 4th and 1, and the Packers defense holds up, baby. Let's freaking go. Woo! JJ Inigbari able to get past his blocker and is the first guy there to bring down Jordan Mason for a turnover on downs, baby. Let's freaking go. Oh, man. David, good morning, Seastrom. For $4, you can buy a game's worth of no poop talking the Cowboys. I mean, that's a Black Friday deal if I've ever heard one, man. David, what's the discount on that? Is that like what? Like 75% off? Let's freaking go, man. So Packers will get the ball. It's gonna be inside their own 20, but not able to didn't give up a single score on that great drive there by Minnesota. See here, Steve, keep going, Kansas. Loss to the Colts and then to Dallas. Keep this. And David, 69% off. Someone did some weird math. Mm, always nice. I mean, 69% off, that's an automatic buy, right? Man, dude, Shaq is in almost every commercial, man. Between him and who am I thinking of here? Kevin Hart. Between between him and Kevin Hart, man, like those guys are comprised. It looks like 90% of the commercials that are on NFL games this season. All right, 1st and 10, ball at the 18. Jordan under center, single back in the backfield. Play a nice little handoff to Wilson. The pile keeps moving. And it's a gain of 11. Emmanuel Wilson, man, just keeps the legs churning. Got loose inside there and picks up an extra 8 yards after being stopped. Dude, the contact balance that Wilson has, man, is incredible, man. It doesn't matter if he's running, if he's like stumbling sideways, backwards, the guy just keeps going forward, man. 7 carries, 28 yards, and a touchdown already in this game. All right. Ball at the 29-yard line. Handoff to Wilson. Finds some room. Gets it across the 35 down to the 36. Picks up 7 yards there. And if my voice sounds kind of weird, I went to a Badger game last night. It was my first Badger game, first college game, honestly. And yeah, I was yelling a lot, probably too much, honestly. And Wilson gets about 2 yards there. It'll be 3rd and 2, maybe 3rd and 1 coming up. And we have Martellus, a player for Minnesota, down, and he is holding his left knee. And immediately after the play was over, he started calling for the trainers. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, one of his teammates there, Wilson, just kind of was tackling Wilson, and he kind of like whipped around and ran right into Martellus's left knee there. Damn. So they're gonna go to a commercial break, man. Hopefully he's okay, man. Thankfully they didn't really show like an angle of what could have been, but yeah, landed right on that left knee. Let's freaking go, man. We got 5 people watching here. Let's go, man. Appreciate you guys. Thank you. Thank you. If you're new to the channel or if you just joined us, please make sure you leave a like on the video. Subscribe if you haven't. It's a great free way to support us on the channel, man. So thank you. Thank you. All right. David, hey Steve, make sure you bow down to the true AFC Lords, the New England Patriots. Yeah, man, New England is playing well, man. It's a 8-game winning streak for them so far. They were at 1-2 at one point. All right. Well, the good news is Martellus is walking off under his own power, but very, very slowly. All right. Jordan under center, 3rd and 1. Hand off to Wilson. He's got space. He's got the first down, and let's go, man. Picking up about 5 yards there. All right, we got 8:10 on the clock here. Clock is rolling on in the second quarter. Jordan in the shotgun, tight end to his left, running back behind him. It's going to be a toss to the left. Wilson with some room, and he picks up about 4 yards. All right. So looking around the league, the Colts are up 14-3 over the Chiefs with about 5:45 left in the second quarter. All right, Jordan, play action, 2nd and 6, dumps it underneath, and that is going to be Chris Brooks picks up about 5 yards, so it'll be 3rd and 1. All right, we got 7:25, and Seattle is up 10-3 over the Titans. Jets and Ravens, less than 5 minutes left in the first half, and they are still at 0-0. The Giants on top of the Lions, 10-7 with 8:30 left in the second quarter. All right, ball at the 49 of Minnesota. Jordan under center. 3rd and 1. Hands it off to Chris Brooks, and he powers through for a first down, man. Picks up exactly 2 yards. All right. Steelers on top of the Bears, 14-7 with 8:46 in the second quarter, and then finally the Bengals on top of the Patriots, 10-7 with 9:35 left in that second quarter. All right, man, Joe Flacco getting it done over there right now. All right, 1st and 10, Jordan in the shotgun, running back to his right. Ball at the 47, and looks like the Packers are going to use a timeout here. Play clock was running down. Seastrom, who is the refrigerator in football? Talking about the fridge? Refrigerator Perry? Yeah, man. Scoring that touchdown in the, what was it, the 1985 Super Bowl for Chicago? All right, we got 1st and 10. Ball at the 47. Jordan in the shotgun. Hands it off to Wilson. He bounces it to the right. He's got some room to the 45, to the 40. And he will pick up 11 yards on the play, man. Emmanuel Wilson. It's been a while since we've seen the Packers really just pick up chunks like this. Seastrom, huh? William the Refrigerator Perry is a former defensive tackle known for his time in Chicago. Yeah. Yeah, he's a defensive tackle, but he scored a touchdown as a fullback or the fullback position in the Super Bowl in 1985. Hand off to Wilson, and that goes nowhere. Might have actually lost a yard on the play. 2nd down coming up. Good to know. Good to know. All right, we got 2nd and 10. Jordan in the shotgun, takes the snap. He's got a little bit of time, throws to the left. He's got a man wide open. Romeo Doubs getting it right down to the 18, and that's a first down for Green Bay. Let's freaking go. And I think that's Romeo's first catch of the day. All right, ball at the 19. Jordan in the shotgun, running back to his right. Delayed handoff to Chris Brooks, and he will lose about half a yard there. 2nd down coming up. All right, we got Jordan in the shotgun, running back to his left. 3 receivers to the right side. Throws to that right, gets Romeo, and that's going to be a pickup of about 5 yards down, just inside the 15. looks like the Giants just scored another touchdown from the looks of it. Yeah, the Giants up 17-7 over Detroit. That's what we want to see right here. Let's go. All right, we got 3rd and 5 for the Packers. Ball at the 14. Jordan in the shotgun, running back to his left. He's going to run to the right, and that goes out of bounds. Incomplete. 4th down coming up. All right, Steve, TD New York. Oh, there we go. 17-7 Detroit. I mean, come on, New York. You will not do it again and give us hope, right? Right? Well, I mean, that's why they fired Brian Dable, right? Because apparently he was the issue there, and not the lack of talent or on both sides of the ball, or depth, I should say. The injuries. And the kick is up, and it is good. And I believe that's Brandon McManus actually kicking field goals today. And we have a late flag. So it looked like Minnesota had 12 or so if it's on Minnesota, this is going to be a 1st down for the Packers. And they're going to give Minnesota the timeouts to avoid the penalty there. So, all right. The weird thing is there were looks like there was only 11 guys on the field, which is the correct amount, but I think Minnesota thought that they had 12 guys, so they started running to the refs to try to get a timeout called in time when they didn't really have to. The bad thing is the Packers are going to have to re-kick this one, so hopefully McManus can just drill this one. This one, 32 yards. Let's go. There we go. All right. Well, that was fun. Boo! Right? What the heck, man? All right. Well, the only good thing that came out of that is Minnesota burned a timeout, but that was weird. That was weird. All right. So with 2 minutes left in the second quarter, the Colts are still up 14-6 over the Chiefs. The Seahawks have a 10-point lead, 13-3, with 4:35 left in that first quarter. Sorry, in that first half. The Jets have scored with 2 minutes left, but the Ravens had the ball at the Jets 19, so they may be coming away with some points before the half. And Giants are up 17-7 with 6:50 left in that game. Steelers up by 7 with 4:40 left in the second quarter. And then once again, the Bengals still up by 10-7 with about midway through the second quarter. David, I agree with you, man. Get the ghost out, man. That should be a triple penalty on the Vikings because they thought they had 12 guys on the field. They didn't, so that should be a penalty for incompetence. And then just for wearing purple, that should be a penalty too. I'm just saying. Like, unless you're a Power Ranger, you shouldn't be wearing. You shouldn't be putting purple. Come on. All right. All right. So let's talk about some fun old stats here, man. All right, coming into this game offensively, wham, starting up here. Minnesota, 193 through the air. That's what they're averaging. Towards the bottom of the NFL. 103 on the ground, even worse. And then when it comes to turnovers, it looked good so far. Only 5 fumbles, not too bad. But then 13 interceptions they have thrown. And they are second to last in terms of turning the ball over on offense, man. So 18 turnovers overall. There's only one team that's worse, and that's the Seattle Seahawks. In terms of touchdowns, only 21 offensive touchdowns. That is 25th in the NFL. And finally, what percentage of drives are coming away with some type of points, whether that's touchdowns or field goals. They are only scoring on 36% of their offensive drives. And then finally, on the Packers side, a little bit better, starting up here. 231 through the air, good for 11th. 114 on the ground. That number has gone down over the last couple of weeks. They are kind of towards the second half, the bottom half of the NFL. And it's going to be returned near the 27? Turnovers, great job by the Packers, man. They have been taking care of the ball all season long, only 7 turnovers. And then 28 touchdowns offensively, good for 12th. And then finally, they are scoring on 44% of their offensive drives, which is good for 9th in the NFL. And that number has not really changed a whole lot throughout this game. If anything, it might have gone up. Right on. They should just force Minnesota to throw a pick 6 on the next drive. That's what I'm saying, man. Just saying. I 100% agree with you, David. 100%. All right, JJ in the shotgun. He's going to toss it to Jones. He's got some room, and he will pick up 8 yards on first down. So second and short coming up for the Vikings. And we have reached the 2-minute warning here in Lambeau Field. And David, those blending colors for Minnesota make the purple and yellow look less dumb. I don't know how that's possible. Yeah, weirdly enough, you are correct. So we're on a commercial break. We're at the 2-minute warning. So while we have a little bit of time, we've looked at the offensive stats. Now let's look at the defensive stats here. Steve, GD Bengals, for F's sakes, Steelers. Yeah, man, something tells me the Steelers might have scored, or the Bengals may have given up a lead here. So we'll talk about that in just a sec. But starting at the top here with the Minnesota Vikings, they're only giving up 190 yards through the air. That is good for 7th, man. So their pass defense, pretty good. Pretty good. I mean, they're led by Harrison Smith, who is probably at some point, going to end up in the Hall of Fame. And their linebackers are great in coverage, man. Van Dyke, and then who else? I'm trying to think of the other linebacker that they have there, but they've dealt with a lot of injuries too. But you keep on finding guys. Oh yeah, Eric Wilson, former Green Bay Packer. He's been great for them this season. But they still are not great at stopping the run, as we are seeing Emmanuel Wilson picking up big chunks in this game. They're giving up over 125 yards on the ground. That's good for 22nd. In terms of turnovers, not great. Only 9 turnovers forced by this Minnesota defense. That is good for 24th. Weirdly enough, they're not the worst defense on the field at causing turnovers in this game. When it comes to stopping touchdowns, man, so basically scoring defense, they are actually only giving up 22 touchdowns, 14 through the air, 8 on the ground. That is good for 8th. And then finally, the PRS percentage, that is pressures. That accounts for sacks, hurries, and hits on the quarterback. And right now, on every single drop back, on basically 30% of opposing offenses dropbacks, they are getting some type of pressure on the quarterback. That is number one in the NFL. All right, looks like we're back here. We'll finish up the Packers' defensive stats here. And it's going to be a run up the middle, and Jones is going to be very close to a first down. And sorry, Vikings do have the ball here. Boom. Clock is running. It's at 140, 139, 138, 137, 136, 135. All right, we got 3rd and 1 coming up here. It's going to be about half a yard that the Minnesota Vikings need. All right, JJ in the shotgun, running back to his left. Handoff to Jones, and he picks up about 3 or 4 yards, getting it down near the 40. All right, clock is going to continue to run. They spot the ball at the 41. All right, McCarthy in the shotgun, running back to his right. Jefferson in the slot to the left. Throws, and it's going to be caught. That's a heck of a throw there by McCarthy. Minnesota is just on the outskirts of the field goal range. Carrington Valentine nearly able to undercut that route. All right, ball at the 41. Pressured by the Packers, has time, and that'll be incomplete. 29 seconds left. McCarthy trying to get it to Jefferson, who was running what looked like a crossing route there. That was on the previous play, on the previous catch by Jefferson, man. That was a heck of a throw by McCarthy, man. Under pressure, in the pocket, delivering it on a dime. All right, 2nd and 10. McCarthy in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Pressure over the middle, and down he goes for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. And if you're McCarthy, man, you cannot take that sack. You got very little time left. And if you get sacked, man, you're basically pushing yourself out of field goal range. Just throw it away, man. If it's not there within the first 2 seconds, throw it away. Throw it away, throw it away, throw it away. All right, Minnesota's going to use their second timeout here. It's going to be 3rd and long, about 23 seconds left. And that was Isaiah McDuffie. I keep on saying Trent McDuffie. Isaiah McDuffie and I think Kobe Wooden combining on the sack there. All right, it's going to be 3rd and 17. McCarthy in the shotgun, running back to his left. 3 receivers on that right side. Packers dumps it underneath to Jones, and he's going to be stopped up at the 42. Gain of about 5 or 6 yards there for the former Packer. And weirdly enough, the Packers use a timeout here with 15 seconds left. So I think the question here, I think what the reason the Packers use a timeout, I think they're hoping that Minnesota misses this one, and then they will get the ball basically near midfield with 11 or 10 seconds left. Maybe enough to get a play or two off to get into field goal range for themselves. All right, this is Will Ricard's. This is a 59-yarder. His career long is 62. The snap, the kick, and it is good. 10 seconds left. That was a hell of a kick, man. Damn. Steve, of course, New York, of course. Oh no. Oh no. All right. So we got a little bit of time before the kickoff here. Once again, just 10 seconds left before the half. So Colts are still up by 8, 14 to 6 over the Chiefs with about 30 seconds left in that first half. Seahawks on top 13 to 3 with just under 60 seconds left. The Ravens were able to kick a field goal just before the half, so they're still down though, 3 to 7 to the Jets. The Detroit Lions scoring a touchdown. Now they are just down 14 to 17 to the Giants. They're still north of the 2-minute warning in that game. Bears able to tie it up. It's tied up with the Steelers 14 to 14 with 1:30 left in that first half. And then the Patriots scoring a touchdown. They have the lead now 14 to 10 with just over 2 minutes left. And the kick is going to be into the end zone, and Savion takes a knee for a touchback. Yeah, so nothing too crazy in terms of scores. Luckily, no blowouts. I feel like we've had a lot of those. We're getting some touchdowns in games, so it's not like it's like a 3 to nothing or 6 to 3, anything like that. So, yeah, it looks like the NFL's offenses are back to normal for the most part. All right, what about you guys? Any games that are surprising you in terms of the scores? Any players playing a lot better than you think? Let me know. Let me know. And Jordan takes a knee, and the Packers are going to head to the tunnel there with a 10 to 6 lead over the rival Minnesota Vikings. Let's freaking go, man. We got 6 people watching. Heck yeah, man. Appreciate you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you're new to the channel or you just joined us, please leave a like on the video. Subscribe if you haven't. It's a great free way to support the channel. And also hit up the chat, man. We got some great people here. We got Seastrom, we got David, we got Steve, we got Captain Mickey Mouse. Yeah, man, we got a great crew of people here. Dahlia is in here as well. Let's go. Packer Nation 12 also in here as well. Yeah, man, it's a party up in here. All right. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. So the good news for the Packers, they do get the ball to start the second half. So hopefully they can get another opening drive going here and take a 17 to 6 lead in the third quarter. So all right. So let's look at the halftime stats. And then once we get past those, we'll finish up talking about the defense for the Packers, where they rank. And then finally, I'll give you basically what happened when I went to the Badger game last night. All right. So stats starting with Minnesota here. JJ 7 of 11, 62 yards, no touchdown, no picks. He's been sacked 1 time in this game. Jordan Mason 7 for 44 yards, so having a pretty decent game. Aaron Jones 8 for 42. So yeah, between Mason and Jones, man, they have 15 carries for 86 yards. They're averaging just over 5.5 yards per carry. So Minnesota, if I'm them, man, I'm running the ball a little bit more in the second half. You're only down by 4. You're going to be able to find some room against this defense. The Packers defense has been kind of dropping a little bit in the rankings in terms of stopping the run. They're still one of the better ones, but they've over the last couple of weeks, you're starting to see them you're starting to see a little bit of the cracks come up a little bit. Jefferson 3 for 41, Aaron Jones 2 for 12, and T.J. Hawkinson 1 for 5. That's basically it there. Dallas Turner has the 1 sack for Minnesota Vikings. And then for the Packers, Jordan, 8 of 13, 88 yards, no touchdown, no picks. Emmanuel Wilson, 13 for 55, averaging 4.2 yards per carry, has a touchdown in this game as well. Dontavian Wicks, 2 for 32. Romeo, 2 for 23. Christian Watson, 2 for 21. And Emmanuel also has 1 catch for 7 yards. David, no really high-scoring games so far. True. I think the Patriots had a pick 6. Woo! Pick 6, man. Let's freaking go. Yeah, man, the freaking Patriots, man, they are playing really good football right now on both sides, to be honest with you. None of them are truly, like, dominant, but they are playing really well. Trying to see here. And they did, yeah, man. Patriots with a pick 6. So far, they have 1 interception, 1 sack, an interception returned for a touchdown. Yeah, man, they're playing really well against Cincy right now. All right, and then Minnesota and Green Bay almost have exactly the same amount of total yards on offense. Minnesota with 141, Green Bay with 140. Minnesota's averaging nearly 5 yards per play, Green Bay 4.7. Third down efficiency, Minnesota is just 2 for 6, Green Bay is 5 for 7. Each team just has 1 penalty. And right now, the Packers with 18 tackles to the Minnesota's 14. So nothing too crazy there. Nothing too crazy. All right. All right. So those are the stats for right now, but let's finish up talking about the Packers defense, where they rank so far. So starting at the top, giving up 195 through the air, good for 10th in the NFL. Once again, a couple weeks ago, they were averaging less than 85 yards per game on the run. Right now, that's creeping up to 100. So they're still good for 7th, but you're starting to see that number go a little bit higher. Their rankings dropping a little bit. And then in terms of turnover, once again, Minnesota has more turnovers than the Packers defense. Only 8 turnovers for this Packers defensive side of the ball, man. 4 for 4. And then when it comes up to giving up touchdowns, in the top 10, man, only 21 touchdowns given up, 13 through the air, 8 on the ground. And then finally, the amount of pressure that the Packers have been able to get on opposing quarterbacks. Once again, the pressure stat here accounts for sacks, hits, and hurries. And they're putting pressure on the quarterback on 22.5 per drop back, man. So good for 13th. So nothing too crazy. Hopefully that number can climb up a little bit more throughout this game. All right, man. Woo! Let's freaking go. Now, give me 1 second. I'm going to grab something. right, man. So, yeah, I went to the Badger game last night. It was kind of on a whim. I wasn't planning on it, but somebody that was working the game mentioned that there were not only a lot of tickets, but pretty cheap, really good tickets. And I've never been to a Badger game. I've never been to an NCAA game at all. So I was like, you know what, man, let's do it. Let's figure it out. And luckily, the Badgers won. They have not won a lot this season. They've been pretty bad. They've been one of the worst teams in the Big Ten. But they got to win, man. They got to win over the Fighting Illini. Beating some teams from Illinois is always a good thing. Anytime, anytime. The Badgers won 27-10. Towards the end of the game, you could start to see the fans kind of creeping up a little bit. They were getting ready, man. They were gonna storm the field, and then when the Badgers took the final knee, everybody just went, man. Everybody was just jumping down. I was able to get some great video. I'll try to post maybe some of those or some pictures on the channel at some point if you guys are interested in that. Let me know. But then, yeah, man, I made it down to the field. I was able to get some pictures in the end zone near the benches. It was awesome, man. It was just really great to see just people just having a great time celebrating with the players. For a lot of these guys, this is going to be their final home game in Wisconsin. It was senior night, so a lot of players were getting like pregame just before the game. There were a lot of shout outs to a lot of seniors that were graduating. So it was really awesome. It was great to see that. And then they did the jump around, which is like a famous kind of thing that they do in the stands in between the third and the fourth quarter, where fans just jump around. Obviously, they're playing jump around, jump around. So that was really fun. My knees hurt when I was doing that, but hey, let's go. And then anyway, I actually got some great souvenirs. Obviously, some gear there in the concessions, but once I got to the field, man, a player, I couldn't see who it was because there were so many people. I got his mouthpiece. I don't think he was using it because there's no teeth marks on this. It might have been just like something he had, like a fidget kind of thing. I know some players, like even in the NFL, some guys don't have they have mouthpieces, but they don't actually use them. So luckily there was no saliva on this. But yeah, man, I was able to get a Wisconsin Badgers mouthpiece, man. I was not expecting that, but that was pretty awesome. So awesome souvenir from my first Badger game. On top of being able to get down to the field and just celebrate with people, man. Yeah, there's a lot of fans, man. There was let's just say Wisconsin. If you know Wisconsin, there's always beer flowing in any event, whether it's sports or not. And yeah, man, there were just so many people. One guy just came up to me and just started dapping me up. Almost picked me up. Thankfully, he didn't. But yeah, he was excited for a win, and yeah, that was awesome, man. It was. I got to sit next to a guy that had been going to Badger games for almost 20 years. I don't think he said that he's never missed a home game. He was actually nice enough to actually let me use. So for the stands in Camp Randall, that's the stadium. It's all benches. Basically, it's metal benches. So I mean, it was 39 degrees with like 20 mile per hour winds. So it was very cold, very very cold in that game. So the benches, I'm gonna tell you right now, man. I was sitting there for like the first quarter and a half. My buns were frozen, dude. Just frozen solid. And I saw there was like an empty like cushioned seat right next to me, and I asked the gentleman next to me. I was like, "Do you mind if I sit here?" And I didn't know that it was his own like seats, but he was nice enough. He's like, "Oh, how many times have you been here?" I was like, "It's my first game." He's like, "Well, I have to offer you my seat, you know." And he had other seats, other cushioned seats as well. So it's not like I kicked him out of it, But yeah, man, he just a random person, just being very nice and offering me a warmed cushion seat instead of sitting on the cold metal benches in Camp Randall. So that was awesome, and yeah, like I said, the guy had been there for like 2 decades, so he was like giving me a heads up of like what the traditions are, what to expect. And it was just awesome, man. It was a great, great experience. Something I'm gonna remember for a long time. And they got a win, so heck yeah. But yeah, man, that's my experience there. There's a bunch of other stuff too. Like I said, I have pictures and all this other stuff. I'll post them throughout kind of the season. But it was awesome, man. It was really fun to see the Badgers doing their thing, man. They got a lot of sacks, a couple turnovers here and there. I think there was a fumble, a massive 84-yard touchdown run by the starting running back for Wisconsin. That was awesome. So yeah, man, great plays. So all right, we're about to start the third quarter. Come on, Green Bay, let's go, man. And also in the chat, let me know what your first football game, college game that you went to, if you've gone to, or let me know anything. Like, what was your first, like, true, like, professional college sports game that you ever went to? What was your experience? What's like one or two things that you remember the most, like that stick with you? And did you get any weird souvenirs? All right, Savion with a return in this one to the 25 to the 28. He's gonna go down to. Dude, Pam Oliver, man, she has been a staple on the sidelines if you've been watching the NFL for a while. All right, it's going to be another handoff. Wilson getting it across the 30 down to the 31. Picks up three there. Second and 7 coming up. Jordan takes the snap, looks, throws to the left. Wilson loose, and he picks up the first down and a gain of about 10 on the pass there to the left. Jordan approaching 100 yards through the air here. He's got 99 yards. Play action. Jordan steps up in the pocket. He's going to run. He's going to get the first down and a little bit more. It goes out of bounds at Minnesota's 45. First down, Green Bay, baby. Yeah, great job by Wilson, man. Going out, blocking what looked like a corner that was running a blitz. All right. First and 10, ball at the 45. Jordan in the shotgun, tight end to his left, running back behind him. Hand off to Wilson, and that'll be stopped up for a loss of about 2. And that was Eric Wilson on the stop there. Former Green Bay Packer. Some Wilson on Wilson. All right, second and 11. Jordan in the shotgun, running back to his left. Looks, throws it, gets it out to Chris Brooks, and he will lose some more yardage. Loses about 3 yards back near the 49. Packers going in the wrong direction on these last 2 plays. All right. 3rd and 15. Jordan in the shotgun takes the snap. Throws it over the middle, and that's going to be incomplete. Had Wicks open, but that window was closing. I think Jordan might have been just a little bit late on that one, man, because I think Wicks was open. All right. Wayland's punt is away. It's a great punt. Dies inside the 10, and... Oh! Is that a recovery by the Packers? I think a Viking touched it. I don't know why he would touch it. just get out of the way. Like, once you decide not to catch it, just get out. Just get out. Who recovered it? I could have sworn I saw Green Bay. They're saying Green Bay ball inside the 10 of Minnesota, baby. Woo! Let's freaking go, man. Once again, Price decided not to touch it. It hit him. Oh, okay, he ran into it. He was I don't know why you're blocking. Why are you blocking? Just get out of the way. Yep, hit him right in the face mask. And it'll be 1st and goal for the Packers, man. Right at the 5. Jordan Love under center. Single back in the backfield. Hands it off to Wilson. He's got some room, and down at the 1. 2nd and goal coming up, and the Packers are knocking on the door. Let's freaking go. All right, we got a little over 11 minutes left in the 3rd. 2nd and goal from inside the 1. Handoff, and Wilson reaches over. Did he get it? It's another touchdown for Emmanuel Wilson. That is his 2nd here today. Oh. Let's freaking go, man. And the muffed punt there pays dividends for the Packers. McManus about to hopefully make this an 11-point lead for Green Bay. Kick is up, and it is good. And that was recovered by number 39, Anderson, man, one of the stalwarts for this Packers special teams unit. All right, baby, with 10:53 in the 3rd, the Packers able to take advantage of the Minnesota turnover, and they are up by 11 here early in the 3rd. There you go, man. That's what we needed right here, man, in the 3rd quarter. After that punt, I was like, oh man, come on. And then Boom, man. Packers starting to get hopefully some more turnovers here late in the season, man, because they are what that's literally the one thing that I think has been really missing for this team. Honestly, is the being able to get turnovers out of the opposing team. Coming into this game, only 8 turnovers, and they just that's usually not the case for a Packers defense. Even they could be giving up yards and big plays, but usually they get turnovers. This season, it's just not been the case. Luckily, they're still able to get a couple sacks here. The sacks have not been as frequent over the last couple of weeks, especially like early in the first month. Man, they were one of the best teams at getting to the quarterback. Since then, it's been kind of it's not been the case. It's usually they're getting maybe one, maybe two in a game. And when you're not getting pressure on the quarterback and you're not keeping them out of the end zone, you need to be able to pick up some turnovers along the way to help just keep them off the board in general, but also give your struggling offense second chances to kind of get into rhythm and get the ball down the field. All right, so hopefully Minnesota can give us another turnover here on the kickoff. It's going to be caught at the 5, return to the 15, to the 20, 25, across the 30, and Price brings it down near the 33. All right, we got first and 10. McCarthy in the shotgun, looking, pressured, and down he goes. That is Micah Parsons getting the Packers' second sack of the day. Woo! That was immediate, man. Just cutting in between the left and left tackle and left guard there, and bringing down the second-year quarterback out of Michigan. Perfect. David, did you give us a spin move yet? I have not. I have not. Don't worry. I will. I will. I promise. I'll do that in between the third and the fourth quarter. And you hold me to it. Yeah, in case I forget. All right, we got third and 12 after an incomplete pass. McCarthy looking pressured and flips it out to his tight end, and it's only going to be a gain of 3. TJ Hawkinson not even close to the first down. So fourth and 9 or fourth and 8 coming up. And that was Evan Williams, the safety man, who has been having a heck of a second season, the former Oregon Duck. All right, Minnesota going basically three and out here. Punt is away, and it's going to be another good one. It's going to be inside the 10-yard line, down near the 8-yard line. I think Wright, the punter for Minnesota, has probably been their best player today, man. He's been pinning the Packers deep in their own territory almost every single time. Don't worry, the spin move will happen. I just have to, get the knees warmed up a little bit. I'm old, man. I'm old. Oh. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, guys. After last night, woo, woo. Yeah, being in 30-degree weather is usually not bad. Like honestly, man. Like I think I've said it before. Like it can be single digits, and I will be fine. But man, when there is a high wind, hurts. It hurts. All right. Let's look around the league. Some of these games are obviously starting or well into their third quarter. So the Chiefs, man, chipping away at the Colts' lead here. They are down 9-14 early in the third. Seahawks have now picked up an extra 10 points, so they are up 23-3 early in the third. Ravens have taken their first lead of the game. They're leading 10-7 over the Jets. Lions are still down by 3. And the Bears are now down 21-17 to the Steelers. All right, Love in the shotgun, running back to his left. Ball at the 8-yard line, and that's actually Chris Brooks picking up some tough yardage, getting it across the 10 down near the 13. Picks up 5 there. It's a tight contest over there in Cincinnati. Patriots up 17-13. Seastrom, at least Packers are winning. Very true, man. They got to keep it going. I never feel safe in divisional games. It's going to be a pitch to Savion Williams, and he picks up about a yard there to the right. 3rd and 4 coming up. All right, we're approaching the midpoint here of the third quarter. If the Packers can just get another touchdown drive here, man, I will feel a lot better. All right, ball at the 13, 3rd and 5. Jordan in the shotgun, running back to his right. Condensed formation. And it's going to be a timeout here. Play clock was running down. Seastrom, what are you expecting from the Cowboys today, man? Let me know. Let me know. Like that Eagles defense has not been dominant. They've been playing a little bit better, but I think I think the Eagles have been playing against some offenses that were struggling. I think the Cowboys, especially if that defense plays like they did last week, I think they have a good chance to win. Jordan pressure, gets it out, and it's a first down catch by Christian Watson there down along the left sideline, getting it down near the 19. Yeah, the Packers offensive line did a terrible job of giving Jordan time. Luckily, he was able to get it out quick. All right, Minnesota showing a lot of pressure. They got 6 guys on the line, showing 7 guys actually, and they throw all 7. Watson catching it for an 11-yard gain and a first down for the Packers. All right, Packers offense with a little bit of a hurry up here. Ball at the 30. Jordan in the shotgun, takes the snap, keeps it himself, and he's going to run and slide after a gain of about 3. And Martellus struggling to stay on the field, and that is the second time he has had to be helped off the field there by trainers. Oof. Oof. Yeah, so when Jordan cut the run back up the field, Martellus basically almost fell down, and he was trying to brace himself with his left hand, and I think his fingers got jammed. So that's what's going on there. 2nd and 7, ball at the 33. Hand off to Wilson, and he picks up 6 yards, and 3rd and 1 coming up. All right, Jordan in the shotgun, running back to his left. He's got 2 receivers split out to the right. And oh my God, man, that is Eric Wilson making a great play in the backfield, and that's going to be a 4th down coming up for the Packers. Yeah, the Packers' interior line, man, has just been struggling. Yeah, man, I was disappointed when they let him go, man. Eric Wilson, when he was playing, dude, he was freaking phenomenal, man. Like, I know you can't keep everybody, but like this guy was making plays on game day almost every single week. Whether it was a tackle for a loss, an interception, a fumble, the guy was just making plays, and I don't understand how the Packers let him go. All right. Well, punt is away, and Minnesota gonna have actually some decent field position here. So, so it looks like the Packers were rotating Jordan Morgan and Anthony Belton, the rookie out of NC State, at right guard for most of the game. But now, starting in the second half, Belton has been on back-to-back offensive drives. And actually, I gave I gave Wooden credit for the sack earlier in the game with McDuffie, but it was actually the rookie Warren Brinson, the 6th-round pick. He got a sack along with they split that sack actually, so it wasn't Wooden. It was Brinson. Heck yeah, man. It's always good to see the rookies making some plays. All right, so we're still on the commercial break. We're not missing a thing. Colts have extended their lead. They're up 17-9. Seahawks are still up by 20. Ravens have the ball at the Jets 2, but it's 4th and goal. We'll see if they kick a field goal to try to take a lead by 6. The Giants are still leading Detroit here 20-17. And the Steelers on top of the Bears by 4 points. And the Patriots on top of the Bengals by 4 points. And a great freaking play by Evan Williams, bringing down Jonesy for a loss of about 3 on 1st down. Oh, they're saying a loss of 1? What? There is no way he got anywhere near that line of scrimmage there. Come on. Come on. All right, anyway, 2nd and 11. Still a great play. All right, McCarthy in the shotgun, running back to his right, takes the snap, fakes the toss, pressure, and down he goes for another sack back at the 7, and that is Micah Parsons getting his 2nd sack of the day, man. Dude, he is just manhandling Darrisaw. All right, 3rd and 16 in the end zone. Pressure. Down he goes. I don't think he got it out. Did he? Either way, it's a sack for the Packers on 3rd down. They're marking him at the half-yard line. And that is Devontae Wyatt getting the Packers' 4th sack of this game. The 3rd one on the 2nd half here. And, dude, this drive has just been phenomenal, man. Almost had a safety there. Punt is away. And the Packers defense, man. Romeo catching it, bobbling it a little bit at the 40, but he's going to return it to the 45. Hold on to it. Jesus. All right. Picked up only 5 yards, but Packers offense going to have the ball in great field position here, man. They got to come away with some points here. We got 2:05 left in the 3rd. Yeah, they on that 3rd down play, man. They did what we've been seeing a little bit. They started that with the Steelers, where they're putting Micah basically in the middle there, and he's getting like a 3-yard head start and just basically trying to blow up the middle. And yeah, Ryan Kelly, the center, man, it got absolutely just ran through by Micah Parsons there. There was basically three blockers trying to slow down Micah, and that's what allowed uh, Devontae Wyatt to be able to kind of loop around to that right side and bring down J.J. McCarthy for a sack. Packers Nation, holy cow, defense. Heck yeah, man. Yeah, the Packers defense, man, they have been, I mean, they've only given up 6 points. So the first half was good. In this second half, man, in this third quarter, they have just been fearless, man. I love it, man. The speed, the power that they're playing with, I like it. 3 sacks of J.J. McCarthy here in the third quarter. Packers should have this game in the bag. Not just yet, my man. Not just yet. Like I said, if the Packers can score a touchdown on this drive, I'll feel a lot better because now they have a 3-point lead. If they can score a touchdown, but 2-point lead, we've seen it in the NFL, man. We've seen it in the NFL. That can evaporate like that, you know. But right now, this team is looking good. The offense is looking solid. The defense is looking great. That's a recipe for a win, especially against a Vikings team that is struggling right now. Hand off to Wilson, and he's stumped. Oh, he's loose. Oh, picks up 12 yards, man. He got spun around. It looks like he was only going to pick up maybe 2 or 3 yards, and then just nobody was able to wrap him up, man. Just a bunch of arms grabbing at him. I love it. There you go, man. Like I said, man, I've mentioned it before. Wilson, whether he's like shuffling to the side, backwards, he just keeps his legs churning, man. He's got an incredible balance and a sense of direction. 1st and 10. Another handoff. Wilson picks up another 5 or 6 yards there inside Minnesota territory down to the 38. And Packers Nation, what's the thing that's most impressed you about this game? Is it Emmanuel Wilson? Is it the defense? Christian Watson has been having a freaking good game here. Let me know. All right, 2nd and 4. Ball at the 37. Jordan in the shotgun. Hands it off to Wilson. He bounces it out to the right. It's a 1st down and a big pickup. Gain of nearly 10 yards. And that's a 1st down for Green Bay. All right, 1st and 10, ball at the 29. Jordan in the shotgun, running back to his right. And that'll be the final play here of the third. We head to the 4th. Packers on top with the ball in field goal range. Hopefully trying to put this one out of reach here with a score. Let's freaking go. Let's freaking go, man. And with that last sack, Micah Parsons has just racked up 10 sacks this season with that last one on the previous defensive drive. And that makes it 5 consecutive seasons with double-digit sacks for Micah Parsons, man. Goody took a risk, man, by giving up a lot for Micah, man, but it's paying dividends right now, man. We didn't have a single player with double-digit sacks last year. Rashawn Gary was our leading sack artist, and I think he had 8 or 8.5 sacks. I'm pretty sure. So, and Rashawn is not too far off of that mark too. I think he's closing in on 10 as well. Steve, Steelers suck, but Bears this season are a miracles team, I swear. Oh boy. All right, man. I promised that I would do a spin move on every single game that we're doing today as punishment for the mix-up. So, let's go. All right. Ready? Whoa. Woo. There we go. Still have not recovered. Oh, the knees hurt. Ow. Hopefully that was fun. Oh, man. All right, look at that, man. Just in time, we come back to the game. Perfect. Beautiful, beautiful. Packers have scored points on every single quarter. All right, Jordan in the shotgun, hands it off to Wilson. He's to the 25, to the 20, and picks up another first down, 11 yards. And Emmanuel Wilson, I believe, is now over 100 yards on the ground. That is the first time in his NFL career that he's hit triple digits in a game, man. That's a congratulations to Emmanuel Wilson, man. That's something that he can look back on and be like, yeah, man, I can play in the NFL. Or I played in the NFL, man, and I did it well. First and 10, ball at the 19. David, thank you, my man. Thank you. Another handoff to Wilson, and he picks up about 4 yards down to the 15. Look at that. Captain W's in the chat, man. Or Wisconsin. Let's go. All right, we got 2nd and 7. Ball at the 15. Jordan in the shotgun, running back behind him. Single receiver to that left side. Chris Brooks getting it down to the 11, gain of 4, and we got a 3rd and about 2 coming up. You know what the worst thing is, man? I had Emmanuel Wilson. I picked him up this week, but I was like, man, I don't know, man. The Packers have not been able to run the ball extremely well. I should have started him. I did not. Since I picked Vikings in the poll, I'll easily change it to Green Bay. You picked the Vikings? Come on, Captain. Come on. All right. Wilson with a handoff on 3rd and 3, and that goes nowhere. Minnesota sniffing that one out. As much as I would love Green Bay to go for it here, just kick the field goal, man. Go up by 14. Legitimately, man, I'm not a fan of what LaFleur is doing on 3rd and short situation in this game. Like, I get it. The running game has been working, but it's just like you have to know that Minnesota knows that you're going to hand it off. And they haven't done to be fair to him as well, the Packers haven't done a great job in pass protection. So maybe that's playing a part in it. But either way, McManus's kick is good. All right, man. With 12-13 left in the game, the Packers extend their lead to 20-14, man. A 14-point lead. Steve, do the Titans even try to get to the playoffs this? I mean, I think even if they tried, I don't think they're going to be good enough to be even close to the playoffs, man. They're a bad team, man. They don't really have a whole lot of weapons for their quarterback over there, man. It's like, can you name more than 2 pass catchers that they have on that offense? Yeah, man. The offensive line is not very good. Their pass catchers, I'm not saying that they're terrible, but like They're either not where they need to be effective, or they need to have a lot more quality. Um, running running back position. I think what Tony Pollard is their number one runner, and he wasn't amazing when he was in Dallas. He played some really great games, but he was never the true number one guy there. And plus that defense too, man. For the Titans, man. They're gonna need at least another 2 seasons before I think they are potentially even playoff contenders. And for the sake of Titans fans, hope I'm wrong. I hope they can do it a lot sooner than that. Seastrom, okay, wow. Am I tripping? Just had major deja vu. Oh, what's going on, man? Because I just saw that M&M's commercial from like the '90s. If you're talking about that, yeah, that commercial's been going on for a long time. I'm still waiting for the that Corona one. Yeah, once you see the palm tree Christmas Corona commercial, that's when you know we're getting towards Christmas for sure. Not a fan of what LaFleur doing. The other team knows he's going to run there. Just made me think of very similar arguments at the end of. Yeah, and like don't get me wrong, like I understand like there's only two options. You're either gonna throw the ball or you're gonna run the ball. So it's like, 50% of the time it's gonna be the other one. But I don't know, man. I just like they stuffed you already once on the previous drive on third down. It's like, and they also have 7 guys within what 5 yards. It's like you have to know that they're gonna go right after Emmanuel Wilson. So I don't know. Great job by the Packers special teams bringing them down inside I think the 25. Actually, inside the 20, back at the 19. Holy cow. So, yeah, man, Minnesota's going to have to go a long way here if they want to get into the end zone. Captain Dave, the Colts are crushing Patrick Mahomes. That's no good for KC fans, man. 1st and 10, McCarthy under center. Hand off to Mason, and Micah Parsons nearly bringing down Mason in the backfield, but Wooden able to help him out, and that's going to be a loss of about 1 or 2 for the Minnesota Vikings. Yeah, Micah Parsons fighting off a double team, able to slow down Mason in the backfield, and then big Kobe Jack Wooden able to bring him down for a loss. That's good for my picks. My league was 50-50 picking Colts or Packers to win. So if I can get that right, I'd beat half the league. Hey, there we go. All right, we got 2nd and 12. And it's going to be a false start on Minnesota. So 2nd and 12 is going to turn to 2nd and 17. We got 11:18 left in the game. Let me see. Seastrom does me more good than getting a pick right that 95% of the people picked. That's fair. Let me see here. Captain Colts up 20-9 over Kansas City. Thank you for the update, my man. Appreciate you. Pressure gets it out, and it's a drop. And Adam Thielen unable to haul that one in. It would have maybe only picked up like 3 or 4 yards. So 3rd and 17 coming up for the Vikings. All right, let's see if the Packers send pressure or if they drop back into coverage. All right. And some pressure. No, gets away. And down he goes, back at the one. Devontae Wyatt slinging. J.J. McCarthy back for another sack. That is the fifth or sixth of this game, man. McCarthy just, I mean, come on, man. You just got to throw the ball at some point. At least throw it away. I'm loving the Packers pass rush right now, man. They are just manhandling this Minnesota offensive line. Punt is away. And it'll be caught at the 45. Romeo gets it across the 50 to the 40 and out near the 39 of Minnesota. And the Packers are going to have the best field position to start a drive this game, man. If they can get a first down, man, they're going to be within field goal range. Captain, and that's entering the fourth quarter. All right, man. C. Strum, also, I have the most fulfilled one of my very, very long time coming bucket list items. Been waiting 7 years for this. Ooh. Hope it's as awesome as I think it might be. What's going on, man? What are we doing? What's on the bucket list, my man? Promised myself when I got my first full-time job that I would save money for the set of prescription glasses. They'll be ready in about 10 days. Hey, let's freaking go, brother. Heck yeah, man. Congratulations, my man. Prescription sunglasses, man. Heck yeah. Yeah, man. I'm gonna get some new glasses this year. Some of these are I have two pairs like this, but they're starting to wear out a little bit. They got a couple chips. I think the other pair has like a chip right where I look through, so I always, yeah, man. But nice, dude. Sunglasses, I like it. Packer Nation, telling you, man, this one's in the bag. I'm as we get closer, man, I'm agreeing more and more with you, man. Like I said, I wasn't saying you were wrong, but I'm a very cautious person, man. I've seen too much. I've seen too much over the last couple of years, over the last like 15 years of not just Packer football, but just football in general, man. I'm just too scared to be that high and then just fall down. But yeah, man. I mean, this defense, even if the Packers offense can't score any more points, I think this defense is going to be able to hold the line for the rest of the game. So, heck yeah, man. Heck yes. Captain Dave Allen was okay when the Texans took him down. The referee called a flag that said on roughing the passer on Allen. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah, man, that was a tough game for the Bills, man. That was a tough game for Allen. Hopefully they can bounce back. Packer Nation, if Packers score here, I believe it's over. Oh yeah, for sure. If they can get into the end zone, I don't think we've seen enough from Minnesota to see that if they can come back here and play action, gets it out to Lucas Musgrave, and he keeps it driving. Actually, no, sorry. That is Fitzpatrick. Sorry, man. All these tight ends they all look a little lanky to me. Tucker Kraft had a very specific build, and I feel like Fitzpatrick is built exactly like Lucas Musgrave. So yeah, nice catch there by Patrick, and then also just lowering his shoulder and picking up an extra 4 yards and a first down. All right. Ball at the 29. Jordan under center. And it's going to be a false start on the Packers, man. Jordan not happy with somebody. It might have been his center. Yeah, because it looked like everybody moved except for Sean Ryan there. So, The road back to my house from work is literally perfectly aligned with the setting sun, so driving back sometimes between the last is literally blinding. Oof. Yeah, man. That sun, man. The sunsets are beautiful, but when you have to drive into them, man, oof, tough. And gets it out to Wiley, and he picks up maybe a yard, a one-handed catch by the backup tight end. All right, so we got 2nd and 14. The good thing is the clock keeps rolling. It's right now. It's at a 9:10, 9:09, 9:08, 9:07, 9:06, 9:05. If you want to sync up the rest of this game with us. Yeah, dude. Yeah, especially if you're driving that almost every day from work, you definitely need to invest in some good pairs. 2nd and 14. Pressure gets it out quickly, and I think that's going to be incomplete. They're saying it's a catch, but I'm pretty sure I saw Watson bobble that just before he went out of bounds, but hopefully I'm wrong. Catches it. 1, 2. Oh, man. We'll see if the challenge flag is thrown, and all right, still staying at 3rd and 3. Takes the snap, hands it off, and Wilson picks up a yard on the play. 4th down coming up. Let me see here. Cap, speaking of unhappy, could you talk about what happened to Jamar Chase when he spit on someone? Yeah. So yeah, Jamar Chase, him and Jalen Ramsey have a history together. Jalen obviously plays corner. Chase obviously plays for wide receiver. So anytime their teams are going up against each other, they typically follow each other for the most part. McManus's 40-yard kick is right down the middle, and that gives the Packers a 3-possession lead. Let's freaking go. Up by 17 with 7:36 left in the game. But yeah, anyway, so it looked like during one of the tour, I think it was like in the second half. I'm pretty sure it might have been in the 3rd quarter or the 4th. After the play, they were Ramsey was talking some smack, kind of got in the face of Jameer or Chase, and to be fair, they both got into each other's faces, so it wasn't one or the other. But Chase apparently just hawked a loogie, and it was a lot of spit. He spit on Jalen's shirt, and Ramsey took offense to that and basically punched him in the helmet. So then Ramsey, because he retaliated, he got ejected from the game, while Jamar was able to stay in the game because they didn't really realize what happened. But after the game, the NFL reviewed the film, and they saw that not only did he spit on the player, but he also lied about it afterwards. When they asked him, "Hey, did you spit?" He's like, "No, I didn't spit on him." And yeah, you can clearly tell, like it is 100% unequivocal. He spit on him. So yeah, so after that, he got suspended as well. So. Let me see here. Seastrom, at least your kicker is cleaning up. 3 for 4 now, I think. In this game, I think McManus. I don't think he's missed this game, I don't think he has a miss in this game, I should say. But yeah, no, McManus has been playing a lot better for sure. I think he's getting healthier. I think that was the issue with the last couple weeks I think he rushed himself back because I think he was a little worried about losing his job. All right. Packer Nation, Lions are struggling today. Good. Hopefully they can keep on struggling until next week. Hopefully they eat too much turkey before the game. They get a little sleepy. And, maybe they give up, 31 points in the first quarter to Green Bay, you know. And by the time they wake up, there's only like 2 minutes left in the game, you know. Captain Joey Bosa had a brother, Dave, that plays football in the NFL, and the Bills said no to sign. Yeah, Nick Bosa, he plays for the 49ers. I don't think the Bills would have been able to afford his brother, man. His brother is still one of the better pass rushers in the NFL. But yeah, Joey, he got cut by the Chargers just because he'd been injured a lot and his contract was kind of bloated, and the Chargers needed to kind of restart a little bit on that defense. But yeah, Nick Bosa, yeah, plays for the 49ers, my man. Let me see here. Giants scored again, 27-17. Let's freaking go, baby. Joey Bosa is Nick Bosa's brother. That will be. Hey, there we go. Heck yeah, man. Let's go. Packer Nation, I have the Cowboys beating the Eagles today. It just feels right. I hope you're right, my man. All right, 1st and 10. McCarthy, play action. Pressure, and he gets hit. It's intercepted. It's intercepted by Isaiah McDuffie. Rashawn Gary was coming from the blind side, able to get a finger on that one, and McCarthy launched that one. It went basically straight to Isaiah McDuffie, and the Packers get a turnover again. Let's freaking go. That was a weird freaking trajectory for that ball, but once again, Rashawn Gary able to get a finger on that bad boy. And McCarthy basically just shock putted that thing over the middle of the field. Let's freaking go, baby! Woo! Oh, man, the Michigan man struggling today. Let's freaking go, man. Wisconsin football is having a great weekend right now. Dude, listen to this. Jazz are losing by 10 in Baltimore. So the Ravens are... Woo! It's going to be another handoff. This one... No, a fumble! It's picked up, I think, by Banks, one of the guards for the Packers. So, whew. Holy freaking cow, man. You got to hold on to that one. You can't give it back to him. Yeah, we'll let that one slide because we recovered it, and Wilson has been great today. So you know what? We'll that one we'll forget about. just hold on to the ball from now on, man. All right, 2nd and 10, ball at the 40 here. Jordan in the shotgun, tight end to his left, hands off up the middle, and a gain of 1, maybe 2. All right, man. 3 receiver set, tight end to the right. Jordan in the shotgun, running back to his right. Ball at the 39, and Green Bay's going to use the timeout. The play clock was running down. So these are the possessions for Minnesota in the second half. Started out 3 and out, got 2 yards. 3 and out, lost 12 yards. 3 and out, lost 17 yards. And then that final drive that we just saw, interception on the very first play. Dude, the Packers defense, man, has... I mean, they were good, very good in the in the first half. In the second half, man, they have just turned into monsters. Yeah, man, the Packers have turned into the purple people eaters, man. They're eating purple people today, man. I love it. 3rd and 9. Minnesota showing a lot of pressure. They got 7 guys right on the line of scrimmage. 3 receivers bunched up to the left. Jordan in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Looking. Throws it. And it's going to be incomplete. It hits Dontavian Wicks right, I think, right in the shoulder, man. Come on. That was a risky throw by Jordan Love, man. Steve, New York, thank you. And you, Steelers, Baltimore is better, and you don't deserve to be in the playoffs. Oh, Steve, man. The way you end your sentences sometimes, man, it's an art, man. It's an art. All right. 4th and 9, the Packers are going to punt this one away. And Minnesota's going to be pinned inside their own 10, it looks like. Yeah, let's do some scoring updates. It's been a couple minutes here. All right, with 12-12 left in the 4th quarter, Colts are up 20-9 over the Chiefs. With about 13 minutes left, the Seahawks are up 30-17 over the Titans. JJ gets it out to Jefferson on the screen, and he will pick up about 7 or 8 yards there down near the 15. The Jets are down 20-10 to the Ravens with about 6 minutes left in that game. The Lions just scored a touchdown there, down 24-27 with about 10 minutes left. And McCarthy finds Jones on the swing pass there to the right, and that'll be a pickup of just enough for a first down. Dang it. Come on. All right. Steelers are now down 21-31. Chicago just scored a touchdown there with Menenge. McCarthy with a bunch of time. He's going to take off and run. He's to the 20, to the 15, and takes a hit but gets a first down. Steve, a minute, New York, a minute, why just why? Yeah, man. And then finally, the Patriots on top of the Bengals with 11:30 left in the game. They're up 20-13. All right, man. So some of these games, some of them are getting a lot closer. Some of them starting to turn into a little bit of a blowout. McCarthy pressured, finds TJ over the middle, and Hawkinson able to pick up about 4 yards. And this game is now going to be under 4 minutes. 2nd down coming up for Minnesota. McCarthy in the shotgun, running back to his right. Throws it over the middle, and he's intercepted again. Let's go. That is Evan Williams picking it off near the 35. Let's freaking go. The Packers coming into this game with just 8 turnovers. They have come away with 3. 2 interceptions, and a fumble recovered on a punt. And heck yeah, man. Evan Williams, who's been one of the best defensive players this year, man. I'm glad he got a pick. He's played well in this game as well. So just a bad overthrow by JJ, man. He had Jalen Naylor wide open over the middle. If he's able to just drop that one, that's a big first down. All right, man. 1st and 10, ball at the 37 there for the Packers. Malik Willis is now on the field. Jordan Love's day is over. And that's going to be a pickup of about 1. I believe that was Chris Brooks on the carry. All right, man. Packers have the backups in. We're 2 minutes and 50 seconds away from a big victory. Chris Brooks running, keeping the legs turning, and he picks up a 1st down. Woo! Let's freaking go, man. It looked like it was going to be a gain of maybe 3, but once again, the pile just kept moving. And the Packers are looking good, man. This has probably been one of their more consistent offensive performances. Still didn't really score as many points as you probably would have liked, but I mean, when your defense is playing lights out, 23 points should be enough. And they're going to have to run a play just before the 2-minute warning here. Up the middle, across the 50, and that picks up about 2 or 3. And we have reached the 2-minute warning here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The Packers dominating the Vikings here. 3 turnovers, a handful of sacks, and for the offense, 23 points, and they are up by 3 possessions with 2 minutes left. Captain, Dave, that's crazy. Love is playing with a separated shoulder. Is he playing with a separated shoulder? I know he's. I know his shoulder is a little. He took a shot last week. It's a little. It's definitely hurt. I don't think it's separated, my dude. Oh wow. Okay. My bad. You are correct, sir. My apologies. Yeah, Jordan Love is currently playing with an AC joint sprain, which is a separated shoulder. My bad, man. You are correct. Captain, I salute you, sir. Yeah, I think the last time I looked up this, what was going on with his shoulder was it Monday? And I guess they hadn't done the scans yet, so I wasn't sure. But holy cow, man! Yeah, Jordan Love, man. Yeah, the guy is tough as heck. Even bad basketball players make a shot every once in a while. Nah, man, dude, Kimmy, dude, captain, dude, he is Steph Curry, my man. All right, come on, David. Let me see here, captain. They may need to get it fixed or make it will play next week. Yeah, man. Like that's why he's kind of been handing the ball off with the other hand. He's been doing a lot of like hands off with his right hand, right shoulder, whatever. And I thought that was more of like just to kind of protect the wrist because he was having some wrist issues or a thumb issue early in the season. I thought that was because of the thumb. But yeah, man, holy cow, man, an AC joint. All right, 2nd and 8. Malik play action gets it out to the tight end, stay in bounds, and he gets a 1st down. Lucas Musgrave with another 1st down, and that'll likely be it unless Minnesota decides to use their timeouts. Let's freaking go, baby. And just to show you how dominant the Packers have been in this game. Wait, they said third and one. What? All right. All right. Well, it's third and one. They're saying he was short. All right. So the game is technically not over. And Malik with a QB sneak, and now that's for sure a first down, and that'll end this game. So big win for the Packers. They're going to improve to 7-3-1. And the Minnesota Vikings, after only losing, 3 games last year, they will drop their 7th this season, man. Dropping to 4-7. And their chances at the playoffs are basically on life support at this point. And one final kneel down, and that is going to be it, baby. Heck yeah. Captain, maybe need to be fixed. He will play next week. I think so, man. I think at this point, Jordan may not be practicing much this week anyway. Like typically on a short week, they don't really do like full padded practices. They might do a walkthrough, if that. But it's mostly just a lot of film study. Let me see here. And then Josh Jacobs has a left knee injury. That's why he's out. Yep. Yeah, he picked up that knee injury running on the that turf over there that they have in New York, or New Jersey, I should say. So yeah, I was gonna be surprised if he would have played, because I think since the next game is just so close, I think they're like, hey, let's give him let's see what we have in Wilson, and we'll give Jacobs an extra 3 or 4 days of rest. So Jordan was full practice last week. Yep. David, any more injury reports do we have? Oh man, let's be honest, man. There's always a long list of injuries. All right, guys. I am gonna get ready for the Eagles and the Cowboys, man. I still gotta finish up the stat sheet on that one. I have all the numbers. I just gotta put them into the actual the actual little thing that I make up here. So I'm gonna get that going here. Let me see here. Dave, the Chiefs may have a comeback. The Chiefs, all right, man. Like I said, I think that game is going to be closer than what people expect. I know they were down by 11 points, but that's not a whole lot for the Chiefs. David, I came up with a good name for a boat. Ooh, all right. Remember to set up the poll? I got you, my man. I got you. All right. Remember to spell Chiefs correctly. Did I spell it incorrectly? The Chiefs. The Chiefs. The Chiefs. All right, guys. Have a great one. I will see you guys in a little bit. Once again, Eagles, Cowboys. Should be a good game. Hopefully the Cowboys can get some points. Hopefully they can get a victory just to help out the Packers. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. No, Dave, you spell it correctly. All right, guys. Have a great one. Once again, my name is Dave, and I'm